Okay, so let's just get this out the way. I know we've all done it. We've had the seesaw finger action or the wild finger thing going on, especially in the beginning. It's a way to control that. That's not supposed to be happening. We can control that movement with a small exercise or a few exercises. I'm going to be showing you that today. Let's go. So you may be asking yourself, what's that seesaw thing you're talking about? Or you may already know. So for those who don't, it's when your fingers pop up or the rest of your fingers pop up when you're trying to press a string down. So when you're playing, you kind of do this. And it's a seesaw action, right? So, meaning that your fingers are trying to compensate for the strength that they don't have. So that can be done or overcome by a few exercises, like I said in the beginning. So you don't want that finger popping up like that. That's what you really don't want. One reason why you don't want that is because you have less time to come back down to the fretboard when you're trying to play another note. So that may result in a timing or even rhythm issue, and you definitely don't want that, especially when you're grooving. So when you press it down that string, you want less time in between the next note that you have to come back down to the fretboard. Okay, so one exercise you can do, or one way you can do it, you can press one finger down. Let's just play a 4-note pattern. I'm starting on D and I'm walking up chromatically to F, okay? So first finger on D, your next finger comes down. Make sure the rest of your fingers aren't up like that or doing the seesaw action, right? Come down with your third finger. Make sure your fingers are still fairly close to the fretboard. And then again with your fourth finger. You just want to keep doing that. I know it's a simple exercise and it may seem easy, but if you have this problem, it won't be easy in the beginning, but over time it will. Okay, so very simple, just like that. Or you can even hold down that first finger for the rest of the notes. Or the rest of your fingers. You see how my finger just stayed there? So you don't have a reason to lift your fingers up or lift your hand up to be able to execute the next note. So not a lot of people talk about this specific issue. I've seen tons of exercises where you're leaving your finger down or your first finger down and you're ascending up the fretboard, and that's fine, right? But what if you're going the opposite direction? But you guys have to consider the fact that your finger needs to lift off of the string or the fretboard in order for the next note to be executed. So when you're descending this line, your fingers need to lift off. So you want to naturally do the seesaw thing, so your fingers are out of the way of the next note. Okay, so in order to fix this, came up with an exercise. It may sound familiar to you. I can't figure out the name. If you know it, write it in the comments. So the actual melody that I'm hearing goes a little like this, I think. Okay, but for this sake, we're just going to be playing eighth notes, right? Okay, so very simple, going back and forth between those two. So you're alternating the third and fourth finger. So I'm playing these two notes. So I'm playing going back and forth between E and F. I'll have this written out to it as a PDF as well. And the same goal is the same as last time, is to be able to keep your fingers close to the fretboard or close to the string. But this time it's going to be a little bit harder because you're lifting off going down in this direction and descending this line. Half step, whole step. So it starts on F. F, E, F, E flat. Same thing again, F, E, F. Now goes down to D. And then you just alternate those two. And you'll definitely feel a burn in this exercise as well. It's very simple. It sounds very simple, but the concept is pretty tough. So when playing this exercise, you guys want to pay close attention visually to what your hands are doing or the position of your hands to make sure you don't have any seesaw action going on. So just make sure you're visually attentive. And when you are, you tend to be a lot more careful about what you're playing. You can visually see it and easily correct it when you see something wrong. So if you guys want to see more like this or just dig deeper into your bass playing ability, you may consider clicking that link in the description. It'll take you to a 3-day free trial at the Base Nation Academy. It's an online-based education community where you can just study with me. We have tons of tutorials, lessons, live classes, video Q&A responses, it's forums, it's just crazy, it's nuts. So check it out and see if it fits you. Also, if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. It's going to be on the screen here somewhere, or it's a big red subscribe button towards the bottom or somewhere. You'll find it. And make sure you hit that notification bell icon as well so you don't miss anything that I upload every single week. So make sure you know it's coming out clean, clear, and precise, and I'll check you guys in the next one.